Have you ever wondered if something as simple as a kitchen staple could unlock the energy, confidence, and spark you thought were gone forever after 60? It's a question that stops you in your tracks, especially when you feel like time is stealing the vitality you once took for granted. Let me share a secret that's been hiding in plain sight. Baking soda, that humble box sitting in your pantry, isn't just for baking cakes or freshening your fridge. It's a powerful, overlooked tool that can boost testosterone, recharge your stamina, and reignite the connection in your relationships in ways most doctors never mention. Why? Because it's too cheap, too simple, and doesn't line the pockets of big pharmaceutical companies. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for one of my patients. Richard, a 67-year-old retired firefighter from Ohio, walked into my office last year. His broad shoulders slumped, his eyes heavy with a quiet kind of despair. Once a man who charged into burning buildings without a second thought, Richard now felt like a shadow of himself. "Dr. Cole," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. "I feel like half the man I used to be. I want to be there for Linda, my wife, but my body's failing me." His energy had vanished. His intimacy with Linda had faded, and after 40 years of marriage, he feared they were drifting apart. Richard's story isn't just his own. It's the silent struggle of so many men over 60, wondering if their best days are behind them, feeling trapped by fatigue and a body that doesn't respond like it used to. I'm Dr. Hannah Cole, an 85-year-old physician with nearly 50 years of experience helping men and women rediscover their vitality. Over the decades, I've treated thousands of patients, over 10,000 to be exact, guiding them through the challenges of aging with practical, heartfelt solutions. My work has always been about listening, understanding, and finding answers that are simple yet powerful. Today, I'm sharing a truth that shocked even me when I first uncovered it: baking soda, backed by research from the American Institute of Endocrinology, can help men over 60 fight chronic mild acidosis, a hidden condition that saps testosterone, dulls energy, and dims intimacy. I'll walk you through 7 surprising benefits and a safe, doctor-approved formula to restore your spark. You're going to learn how baking soda balances your body's pH, supports healthy testosterone production, and helps you feel connected again. If you're struggling with fatigue, low libido, or fading confidence, this is for you. We'll cover how baking soda improves circulation, reduces inflammation, and fits into a simple morning routine that can change how you feel every day. Richard found hope through this approach, and I believe you can too. Before we dive into the science, let's talk about why balance is the secret to reclaiming your vitality. What's the most frustrating health challenge you're facing right now? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and I'm here to help you find answers. Imagine feeling like your old self again, strong, sharp, and deeply connected to the people you love. What if the key to that vitality lies in something as simple as balancing your body's internal environment? It's not about chasing complicated treatments or expensive pills. It's about understanding a hidden factor that could be quietly holding you back. Today, I want to share a story and a science-backed truth that could change the way you feel every single day. Let me introduce you to John, a 62-year-old high school teacher from Austin, Texas. John was the kind of man who lit up a room. His students adored his energy, and his wife, Susan, loved their quiet morning walks together along the neighborhood trail. But over the past year, those walks became a struggle. John felt sluggish, like he was dragging his feet through molasses. His knees and hips ached, making every step a reminder of his age. Worst of all, intimacy with Susan. Once a source of joy and closeness, felt like an exhausting chore. He'd lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if this was just what getting older meant. "I'm letting her down," he told me during a visit, his voice heavy with guilt. "I want to be the man she fell in love with, but I don't know where he went." John thought it was just aging, but when we ran some tests, we found something else. His body was too acidic, a condition called chronic mild acidosis. This silent issue was draining his energy, dulling his drive, and putting a strain on his marriage. Your body is like a finely tuned thermostat, always working to keep everything in balance. One of the most important factors is pH, the measure of how acidic or alkaline your system is. Think of pH as the foundation for how your body functions. Your blood, for instance, thrives at a slightly alkaline level of about 7.4. Your intestines, mouth, and even your skin all have their own ideal pH levels to work at their best. When things are in balance, you feel energized, your muscles move smoothly, and your mind stays clear. But when your diet loaded with processed foods, sugary drinks, or too much red meat tips your body toward acidity, trouble creeps in. After 60, this is more common than you might think. Our bodies become less efficient at buffering acid, and the modern American diet doesn't help. Fast food, sodas, even stress, they all push your pH out of whack. Chronic mild acidosis, as it's called, isn't something you'd notice right away. It's a slow, sneaky condition that builds over time, but its effects are real. According to research from the American Institute of Endocrinology, when your body stays too acidic, it triggers inflammation that irritates your blood vessels and tissues. This inflammation speeds up aging, disrupts your metabolism, and can even increase the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease or diabetes. For men, there's an even more personal impact. Acidosis directly interferes with testosterone production. It suppresses the Leydig cells in your testicles, which are responsible for making testosterone, the hormone that fuels your energy, strength, and intimacy. Studies show that men over 60 with acidic diets can have testosterone levels up to 20% lower than those with balanced pH. Low testosterone doesn't just mean less drive in the bedroom, it can leave you feeling tired, foggy, and disconnected from the life you want to live. This acidity also reduces nitric oxide, a molecule that keeps your blood vessels flexible and open. Nitric oxide is critical for healthy circulation, which supports everything from your stamina during a walk to your ability to maintain intimacy with your partner. When acid levels rise, nitric oxide drops, and your blood flow suffers. That can lead to weaker erections, less energy, and even higher blood pressure. It's like trying to run a car with a clogged fuel line. Everything slows down, and nothing works the way it should. Now, here's where things get exciting. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, can help turn this around. It's a mild alkaline compound that neutralizes excess acid in your body. Picture a shower that's too hot, scalding, and uncomfortable. You turn the knob just a little, and suddenly the water feels perfect. That's what baking soda does for your body's pH. By bringing your system back to balance, it creates a foundation for health benefits that can transform how you feel. For men, this is especially powerful. Baking soda helps neutralize acid, which reduces inflammation in your blood vessels. This boosts nitric oxide, improving circulation for better stamina and stronger erections. It also supports those Leydig cells, helping your body produce more testosterone naturally. Plus, by improving insulin sensitivity, baking soda helps your body use energy more efficiently, so you feel sharper and more alert throughout the day. John's story shows just how life-changing this can be. Under my guidance, he started a simple baking soda routine, just a small, safe dose mixed with water a few times a week. Within a few weeks, he noticed a difference. His morning walks with Susan felt lighter, like the weight had lifted from his legs. His joint pain eased, letting him move with the ease he remembered from years ago. Most importantly, he felt a spark with Susan again, a closeness and confidence that had been missing. "It's like I got a piece of myself back," he told me, smiling for the first time in months. His marriage grew stronger, and those quiet walks became moments of connection again. This is the power of balance. It's not about drastic changes or chasing quick fixes. It's about understanding how your body works and giving it the support it needs to thrive. John's transformation started with a small tweak, but it rippled through his entire life. You can feel that way, too, stronger, more connected, more like you. What's one health goal you're hoping to achieve right now? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Now that you understand how pH balance sets the stage for vitality, let's explore 4 specific ways baking soda can make your daily life better, from your smile to your strength. Could a simple ingredient in your kitchen cupboard really be the key to fresher breath, calmer skin, and feeling more confident in your daily life? It sounds almost too good to be true, but baking soda has a remarkable way of making small, meaningful changes that add up to a big difference. Let's dive into the first 2 of 7 powerful benefits that can help you feel more vibrant and connected, no matter your age. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 66-year-old grandmother from Sarasota, Florida. Sarah was the heart of her family, always hosting Sunday dinners with her famous pot roast and homemade pies. Her kitchen was filled with laughter, the clink of glasses, and the warmth of togetherness. But over the past few months, those gatherings had become a source of dread. Persistent mouth ulcers made every bite painful, and the lingering worry about bad breath left her self-conscious. She started pulling back from conversations, avoiding hugs with her husband, Tom, and even hesitating to smile at her grandkids. "I just don't feel like myself anymore," she confided during a visit, her eyes clouded with frustration. "I want to enjoy my family, but these little things are stealing my joy." Sarah's struggle wasn't just physical, it was emotional, chipping away at the confidence that once defined her. That's when we discovered how baking soda could help her reclaim those moments. The first benefit is all about oral health. After 60, your saliva production naturally slows down, and the modern diet, think coffee, processed snacks, or even acidic fruits, can make your mouth more acidic than it should be. This acidity creates a breeding ground for painful mouth ulcers and stubborn bad breath that no amount of mints can fix. Baking soda, with its gentle alkaline properties, works like a reset button for your mouth. It neutralizes that excess acid, soothing irritated tissues and creating an environment where ulcers struggle to form. It also tackles odor-causing bacteria, leaving your breath fresher and your smile brighter. Here's how to do it. Mix half a teaspoon of baking soda with a small glass of warm water. Swish it around for 30 seconds and spit it out. Do this twice a day, morning and night, and you'll likely notice a difference in just a few days. Sarah tried this simple routine, and within a week, her ulcers began to fade. Tom even pulled her aside one evening, grinning, and said, "Your smile's back." Honey, that small change gave Sarah the confidence to laugh freely at the dinner table again, reconnecting with her family in a way she hadn't in months. The second benefit is something we all deal with, especially in warmer climates or active lifestyles: skin irritation. Whether it's the sting of a mosquito bite, the itch of sweat after a walk, or that red, angry patch simmering from a long day in the sun, acidic skin can make you miserable. As we age, our skin's natural defenses weaken, and acidic buildup from sweat or environmental irritants can lead to redness, itching, or even mild inflammation. Baking soda steps in as a gentle soother, neutralizing the acid that's causing the trouble. Its alkaline nature calms your skin, reducing that burning sensation and helping it heal faster. Here's the trick: mix 3 parts baking soda with 1 part water to make a smooth paste. Apply it to the irritated area, say, a bug bite or a patch of redness, and let it sit for about 10 minutes before rinsing off with cool water. Sarah discovered this after a family barbecue left her with itchy mosquito bites. She applied the paste, and within hours, the itching stopped, and the redness faded. "It's like a little miracle," she told me, chuckling. "I can finally enjoy my garden without worrying about those pesky bites." That relief wasn't just physical, it gave her the freedom to be outside with her grandkids, tossing a ball or planting flowers, without discomfort holding her back. These 2 benefits, fresher breath and calmer skin, are simple but powerful ways baking soda can make your days more comfortable and your confidence stronger. They're not about chasing youth, they're about feeling good in your own skin. Whether you're sharing a meal with loved ones or enjoying a sunny afternoon, Sarah's story shows how small changes can ripple outward, bringing back the joy in everyday moments. What's one thing you'd love to feel more confident about in your daily life? Share it in the comments. I'm here to listen. Now, let's explore 2 more ways. A baking soda can boost your comfort and performance, from enjoying meals without pain to moving with more ease. Picture yourself sitting down to a hearty family dinner, savoring every bite without that burning ache creeping up your chest. Or imagine stepping onto a trail, a golf course, or even your backyard for a game with your grandkids, moving with ease and finishing with energy to spare. These moments aren't just dreams, they're within reach, thanks to a simple ingredient you likely have in your kitchen right now. Baking soda can make a real difference in how you feel, not just in big ways, but in the everyday moments that matter most. Let's continue exploring 2 more ways this humble pantry staple can boost your comfort and performance, helping you live life with a little more joy. Let's pick up with Tom, Sarah's husband, a 68-year-old retiree from Sarasota, Florida, who lived for his weekly golf games. Tom was the guy who'd spend hours on the course, laughing with friends and sinking putts under the warm Florida sun. But lately, those games had become a struggle. After every meal, especially Sarah's rich Sunday dinners, a familiar burning sensation would grip his chest, heartburn that made him dread the next bite. And on the golf course, his muscles would tire halfway through, leaving him winded and frustrated. "I used to play 18 holes and still have energy to mow the lawn," he told me during a visit, his hands fidgeting with a golf tee. "Now, I'm lucky if I can finish 9 without feeling like I've run a marathon." Tom's discomfort wasn't just physical, It was stealing the confidence and connection he cherished, both with his friends and with Sarah. That's when we turned to baking soda, and it changed everything. The third benefit of baking soda is its ability to ease acid reflux and heartburn. As we age, our stomachs can produce too much acid, especially when we enjoy rich foods like fried chicken, creamy sauces, or even a slice of pizza. That excess acid creeps up into your esophagus, causing that painful, burning feeling that can ruin a meal and linger for hours. For many folks over 60, this isn't just an occasional annoyance, it's a regular barrier to enjoying food and time with loved ones. Baking soda steps in like a gentle firefighter, neutralizing stomach acid on contact and calming that burn almost instantly. It's not about masking the problem, it's about restoring balance so you can eat without worry. Here's how to do it. Mix half a teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water, about 8 ounces, and sip it slowly over a few minutes. Make sure to stay upright for at least 30 minutes afterward to avoid any discomfort. Tom started using this trick before Sarah's big dinners, and the results were immediate. "I ate her pot roast and didn't feel a thing," he said, his eyes lighting up. "For the first time in months, I could focus on the conversation, not my stomach." That small change let Tom linger at the table, sharing stories and laughing with his family, feeling like himself again. The fourth benefit is a game changer for anyone who loves staying active, whether it's a round of golf, a brisk walk, or playing catch with the grandkids. As we age, exercise can feel tougher muscles burn out faster, and fatigue sets in sooner than it used to. That's because physical activity produces lactic acid, which builds up in your muscles and makes them feel heavy and sore. Baking soda acts like a buffer, neutralizing that lactic acid and delaying the point where your muscles cry out for a break. A 2018 study found that older adults who took just a quarter teaspoon of baking soda before exercise improved their endurance by up to 15%. That's the difference between cutting your walk short and finishing with a spring in your step. Here's how to use it. Mix a quarter teaspoon of baking soda with a large glass of water and drink it about 60 to 90 minutes before your activity. Be sure to stay hydrated throughout, as baking soda works best when your body has enough fluids. Tom decided to try this before his next golf game. He sipped the mixture before heading to the course, and by the 18th hole, he was still swinging with strength he hadn't felt in years. "I didn't just finish the game," he told me, grinning. "I had enough energy to help Sarah clean up the kitchen afterward." That extra stamina didn't just boost his game, it brought back the pride he felt in staying active and present for his family. These benefits, easing heartburn and boosting your physical performance, are about more than just feeling better. They're about reclaiming the moments that make life rich, sharing a meal without pain, moving through your day with confidence, and feeling connected to the people you love. Tom's story shows how baking soda can take away small barriers and open the door to bigger joys. What's one activity you'd love to enjoy more fully? Whether it's a hobby, a sport, or time with family. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Now, let's explore 3 more ways baking soda can support your joints, your kidneys, and your sense of confidence, helping you feel stronger every day. What if a simple ingredient could ease the ache in your joints and bring back the confidence to enjoy the hobbies and relationships that make life meaningful? It's not about chasing miracles or relying on endless prescriptions. It's about finding small and practical ways to feel like yourself again. Baking soda, that unassuming box in your kitchen, can do more than you might expect. Let's explore two powerful ways it can help you move with less pain and feel more vibrant in your daily life. Setting the stage for moments of connection and joy. Let me introduce you to David, a 70-year-old carpenter from Grand Rapids, Michigan. David spent his life building things, homes, furniture, memories with hands that were once steady and strong. He loved carving intricate wooden figures, a hobby that filled his evenings with purpose and pride. But over the past year, his hands began to betray him. A deep, persistent ache settled into his knuckles and wrists, making every carve feel like a battle. The pain didn't just stop him from whittling, it dimmed his spark. He started pulling back from moments with his wife, Ellen, avoiding the closeness they'd always shared. "I feel like I'm losing who I am," he told me during a visit, his voice thick with frustration. "I can't even hold her hand without wincing." David's pain wasn't just physical, it was eroding his confidence, his passion, and the connection that had defined his 45-year marriage. That's when we turned to baking soda, and it opened a door to relief he hadn't thought possible. The first benefit is its ability to reduce chronic joint inflammation. As we age, our bodies can slip into a state of chronic mild acidosis, especially if our diets lean heavily on processed foods, sugars, or red meat. This acidic environment fuels inflammation, like kindling on a fire, making joints stiff and painful. For many folks over 60, this shows up as creaky knees, sore hands, or an aching back that makes even simple tasks feel daunting. Baking soda works like a gentle extinguisher, neutralizing excess acid and calming the inflammation that's making your joints protest. It does this by influencing your immune system, specifically shifting cells called macrophages into an anti-inflammatory state. A 2019 study showed that older adults who took half a teaspoon of baking soda daily saw a noticeable reduction in joint stiffness and discomfort within weeks. Here's how to try it. Mix half a teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water about 8 ounces and drink it once a day. But here's the important part. You must do this under your doctor's guidance, especially if you have heart, kidney, or blood pressure concerns. Baking soda is powerful, and your doctor can ensure it's safe for you. For David, this routine was a game changer. After a few weeks, his hands felt looser, and he could grip his carving tools without wincing. He started whittling again, crafting a small wooden bird for Ellen that brought tears to her eyes. "It's like I'm rediscovering what my hands can do," he said, his smile wide and genuine. That renewed ability didn't just ease his pain, it rekindled his passion and brought him closer to Ellen. The second benefit is one that can lift your confidence in a way you might not expect baking soda as a natural deodorant. As we age, our skin changes, and sweat can mix with bacteria to create acidic odors that linger, especially in warm weather or after a busy day. This can make you feel self-conscious, whether you're hugging a loved one, playing with grandkids, or just going about your routine. Baking soda neutralizes those odor-causing acids, keeping you fresh without harsh chemicals. It's a simple, natural way to feel more at ease in your own skin. Here's how to use it. Mix a small amount of baking soda with water or a bit of coconut oil to form a paste. Gently apply it to your underarms. Let it sit for about 10 minutes, then wipe it off with a damp cloth. You can do this a few times a week for a clean, fresh feeling. David tried this after noticing he felt hesitant to get close to Ellen, worried about lingering odors after working in his shed. After using the baking soda paste, He felt a quiet confidence return. Ellen noticed it too, pulling him close one evening and saying, "You're back to being my favorite person to snuggle with." That small boost wasn't just about feeling fresh, it was about feeling present and connected in their relationship again. These benefits, easing joint pain and boosting confidence with a natural deodorant, are about more than just physical comfort. They're about reclaiming the freedom to enjoy your passions, to move without hesitation, and to feel good about yourself in the moments that matter. David's story shows how baking soda can remove small barriers, opening the door to a life filled with more purpose and closeness. What's one thing you'd love to do more comfortably? Whether it's a hobby or a moment with someone special, share it in the comments. I'm here to listen. Now, let's explore one final benefit that supports a critical part of your health, your kidneys, and why a little caution goes a long way. Could a simple kitchen ingredient like baking soda actually protect one of your body's vital organs and help you feel stronger, longer? It's a question that might make you pause, especially if you've ever worried about your health as you age. When we think about staying vibrant, we often focus on energy or appearance, but there's a deeper, quieter system at work. Your kidneys that plays a huge role in keeping you feeling your best. Baking soda, in a careful and guided way, can support this critical organ and give you peace of mind for the years ahead. Let's explore this final benefit and why it comes with an important note of caution. We're continuing with David, the 70-year-old carpenter from Grand Rapids, Michigan, whose story we began earlier. David was a man who poured his heart into his craft, shaping wood into beautiful pieces that told stories of his skill and care. But when routine blood work revealed early signs of kidney trouble, a common concern for men and women over 60, he felt a wave of worry wash over him. "I've always been healthy," he told me, his voice tinged with disbelief. "But now I'm wondering if I'm running out of time to do the things I love with Ellen." His kidneys weren't failing, but they were under strain, and that news weighed heavily on him. It wasn't just about his health, it was about his fear of losing the active, connected life he shared with his wife. Kidney issues can feel like a silent threat, creeping up without clear symptoms, making you feel vulnerable in ways you never expected. That's when we explored how baking soda could be a surprising ally, offering hope in a way David hadn't imagined. This final benefit is about supporting kidney health, particularly for those dealing with early-stage kidney issues. As we age, our kidneys work harder to filter waste and maintain balance in our bodies. A condition called metabolic acidosis, where your body becomes too acidic, can put extra stress on these organs, speeding up the progression of kidney disease. This acidity builds up quietly, often fueled by diets high in processed foods, or even the natural changes of aging that make it harder for your body to regulate pH. Metabolic acidosis doesn't just strain your kidneys, it can make you feel tired, sluggish, and less resilient overall. Baking soda steps in as a gentle helper, neutralizing this excess acid and reducing the strain on your kidneys. A 2020 study found that for some patients with early kidney disease, a small daily dose of baking soda slowed the decline of kidney function, sometimes delaying the need for dialysis by months or even years. This isn't about curing kidney disease, it's about giving your body a fighting chance to stay stable longer. For David, this was a lifeline. His doctor approved a carefully monitored plan, starting with half a teaspoon of baking soda mixed in a glass of water daily. At his follow-up visit 3 months later, his kidney function tests showed stability, and David felt a weight lift. "It's like I got a second chance to keep doing what I love," he said. his eyes bright with relief. That peace of mind meant he could focus on carving again, planning date nights with Ellen, and feeling present in his life. But here's where I need to pause and share some critical advice, my golden rules for using baking soda safely. This ingredient is powerful, but it's not a magic bullet or a substitute for medical treatment. It's a tool that must be used with care, especially when it comes to your kidneys or other health conditions. Always stick to small doses, typically 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon, mixed in water, to avoid disrupting your body's delicate balance. Overusing baking soda can lead to serious issues, like electrolyte imbalances, which can be especially risky if you have kidney problems, heart conditions, or high blood pressure. I can't stress this enough. You must consult your doctor before starting, particularly if you have any underlying health issues. They can guide you on the right dose and monitor your progress to ensure it's safe. David's success came because we worked closely with his doctor, checking his blood work regularly to make sure the baking soda was helping, not harming. This isn't something to try on a whim. It's a step to take thoughtfully, with professional guidance, to protect your health while unlocking its benefits. This benefit supporting your kidneys goes beyond just physical health. It's about giving you the confidence to live fully, knowing you're taking care of the systems that keep you strong. David's story is a reminder that small, intentional steps can make a big difference, helping you hold on to the life and relationships you cherish. What's one health worry you'd love to ease, whether it's for yourself or someone you care about? Share it in the comments. I'm here to listen and help. Now that you know baking soda's 7 benefits, from soothing joints to protecting kidneys, let's unlock a safe, doctor-approved formula to boost your testosterone and vitality. What if a simple morning ritual, something you could do while your coffee brews, could recharge your energy, lift your confidence, and bring back the spark that makes you feel truly alive? It's not about complicated diets or expensive supplements. It's about a small, intentional step that fits into your life and delivers real results. Baking soda, paired with a few carefully chosen ingredients, can be that step, helping you feel stronger and more connected to the people you love. Let's explore a safe, doctor-approved formula that's transforming lives. One morning at a time. Let me introduce you to Linda, the 65-year-old wife of Richard, the retired firefighter we met earlier. Linda was the backbone of their Ohio home, always planning family gatherings, tending her garden, and keeping their 40-year marriage vibrant with her warmth and laughter. But as Richard struggled with fatigue and a fading libido, Linda felt the strain too. She missed their playful banter, their quiet evenings together, and the closeness that had always come so naturally. When Richard started a baking soda routine under my guidance, Linda noticed a change. His eyes were brighter, his energy was back, and he was reaching for her hand again, inspired. She decided to join him, adapting the routine to support her own health. "I want to feel good too," she told me during a visit, her voice soft but determined. "If this helps Richard, maybe it can help me enjoy our life together even more." Linda's decision wasn't just about supporting her husband. It was about reclaiming her own vitality and their shared connection. Here's the formula I shared with them, designed to be safe, simple, and effective. It starts with a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda that's about 1 gram small. Precise dose that helps balance your body's pH without overwhelming it. You mix this with 200 milliliters of warm water, roughly a standard glass, to ensure it's properly diluted and gentle on your stomach. To make it even more powerful, add 1 teaspoon of honey or a few thin slices of fresh ginger. Honey brings natural anti-inflammatory properties, soothing your system and protecting your stomach lining. Ginger, with its warm, spicy kick, boosts blood flow and supports the nerves involved in intimacy, making it a perfect partner for men and women alike. Together, these ingredients create a synergy that amplifies baking soda's benefits, helping you feel energized and connected. Here's how to use it. Drink this mixture first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, about 20 minutes before breakfast. This timing allows your body to absorb the baking soda effectively, setting the stage for a balanced day. Stick to 3 or 4 times a week, not every day, to avoid overuse, which could disrupt your body's natural balance. Linda and Richard made this a morning ritual, sipping their drinks together at the kitchen table, often chatting about their plans for the day. Within a month, Richard's energy surged. He was tackling household projects with a vigor Linda hadn't seen in years, and their intimacy blossomed, bringing back the closeness they'd missed. Linda noticed her own benefits too. Her digestion felt calmer, no longer bothered by occasional bloating, and her skin looked brighter, giving her a quiet confidence. "It's not just about feeling better," she told me, her smile radiant. "It's about feeling like we're in this together again." The beauty of this formula is its simplicity. It's not about overhauling your life or buying fancy products. It fits into your routine. Whether you're a busy retiree like Linda, juggling grandkids and hobbies, or someone like Richard, craving the energy to keep up with daily life, the honey or ginger doesn't just make it taste better, it adds real health benefits. Honey's antioxidants help reduce inflammation throughout your body, supporting everything from your joints to your heart. Ginger enhances circulation, which is crucial for both energy and intimacy, and it has a gentle stimulating effect on the nerves that play a role in sexual health. For couples like Linda and Richard, this routine became a shared moment, a small act of care for themselves and each other that strengthened their bond. This formula isn't about quick fixes, it's about giving your body the support it needs to thrive naturally. It's a reminder that small, consistent steps can lead to big changes, whether it's feeling more energized, more confident, or closer to your partner. What's one morning habit you'd love to try to feel more vibrant? Share it in the comments. I'm here to listen and cheer you on. Now, let's dive into why this formula works so well and how you can make it a lasting part of your life. The secret to feeling vibrant and connected isn't just about what you put into your body. It's about how you weave it into your daily life with purpose and canker. A simple morning ritual, done with intention, can become a cornerstone of your vitality, helping you reclaim the energy and confidence that make you feel like you. Baking soda, when used thoughtfully, is more than just an ingredient. It's a tool that, paired with consistency, can transform how you feel and how you show up for the people you love. Let's dive into why this formula works so well and how you can make it a seamless part of your routine, just like Richard and Linda did. Let's return to Richard, the retired firefighter from Ohio, whose story has been a thread throughout our conversation. When Richard first came to me, he was a man weighed down by fatigue and a sense that he was letting his wife, Linda, down. His energy was gone, his confidence was fading, and the spark in their 40-year marriage felt dim. But when he started using the baking soda formula, something shifted. It wasn't just the mixture itself, it was the way he made it a deliberate part of his mornings. A small act of self-care that became a symbol of his commitment to himself and Linda. It's not just about feeling better, he told me at a follow-up, his voice steady with pride. It's about being the man I want to be for her again. That transformation came from understanding the science behind the formula and building a habit that stuck, creating a ripple effect that touched every part of his life. The science of this formula is straightforward but powerful. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, works by neutralizing excess acid in your body, creating an environment where your systems can thrive. For men, this is especially important because acidity can suppress the Leydig cells in your testicles, which are responsible for producing testosterone, the hormone that fuels your energy, strength, and intimacy. A 2021 study found that balancing pH with a small dose of baking soda can boost Leydig cell function, increasing testosterone levels by up to 15% in men over 60. That's not just a number, it's the difference between feeling sluggish and feeling ready to take on the day. The honey in the formula adds more than just a touch of sweetness. Its antioxidants protect your blood vessels from inflammation, keeping them flexible and strong, which supports healthy circulation. Ginger, with its natural compounds like gingerol, takes it a step further by enhancing nitric oxide production, a key player in blood flow that's essential for stamina and intimacy. Together, these ingredients don't just work side by side, they create a synergy, amplifying each other's benefits to help you feel more energized, more confident, and more connected. To make this formula work for you, it's all about timing and consistency. The best time to drink it is first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, about 20 minutes before breakfast. This allows your body to absorb the baking soda efficiently, setting a balanced tone for the rest of your day. Stick to 3 or 4 times a week, not daily, to maintain your body's pH without overloading your system. Overdoing it can throw off your electrolytes, so moderation is key. The real magic happens when you make this a habit, something as natural as your morning coffee or brushing your teeth. Richard and Linda found a way to make it theirs. They kept a small jar of pre-mixed baking soda and honey by their kettle, and Richard set a phone reminder to ensure they didn't skip it. They'd sit together, sipping their drinks, talking about their plans, or just enjoying the quiet. That routine wasn't just about health, it became a shared moment that strengthened their bond, a reminder that they were in this together. After 3 months, the results spoke for themselves. Richard's testosterone levels climbed. His energy felt steady instead of crashing mid-afternoon, and their intimacy flourished in a way that brought them closer than they'd been in years. He told me he felt like the firefighter who once carried Linda over the threshold on their wedding day, strong, capable, and full of life. Linda noticed it too, her eyes sparkling as she described how Richard's renewed energy made their evenings together feel special again. This wasn't about turning back time, it was about rediscovering the vitality that was still within them, waiting to be unlocked. This formula is about more than just physical health, it's about building a habit that says you're worth the effort. It's about taking a small step each morning to feel stronger, more present, and more connected to the life you love. What's one habit you'd like to start to feel more like yourself? Share it in the comments, I'm here to cheer you on. Now, let's wrap up with a story of hope and a call to take action, so you can start your own journey to vitality. Imagine waking up each morning feeling like yourself again. Strong, present, and deeply connected to the moments that make life meaningful. That's not just a wish, it's a possibility, and it's closer than you might think. Throughout this journey, we've explored how something as simple as baking soda can transform your health, from easing joint pain to boosting energy and rekindling intimacy. But the real power lies in what these changes mean: a chance to reclaim your confidence, your relationships, and the life you love. Let's wrap up with a story of hope and a gentle nudge to take that first step toward feeling vibrant again. Let's return to Richard, the retired firefighter from Ohio whose story opened our conversation. When I first met him, Richard was carrying a heavy burden. Fatigue had drained his energy, and the distance growing between him and his wife, Linda, weighed on his heart. He felt like a shadow of the man who once swept Linda off her feet, the man who lived with courage and purpose. But after starting a simple baking soda formula, something shifted. It wasn't just the quarter teaspoon of baking soda mixed with warm water and a touch of honey that made the difference. It was his commitment to showing up for himself and for Linda. 3 months later, Richard was a changed man. His energy was steady, his confidence returned, and their marriage felt alive again. They started planning date nights, laughing over old memories, and holding hands like they did decades ago. "I didn't just get my strength back," Richard told me, his voice warm with gratitude. "I got us back." His story is a reminder that it's never too late to feel vibrant, to reconnect with the people who matter most, and to rediscover the purpose that lights you up. You don't need expensive drugs, complicated routines, or drastic changes to feel this way. The formula we've shared: a quarter teaspoon of baking soda in 200 milliliters of warm water with a teaspoon of honey or a few slices of ginger. Taken 3 to 4 times a week can be your starting point. It's a science-backed way to balance your body's pH, support testosterone, and improve circulation, helping you feel energized and engaged. But it's more than just a drink. It's about pairing this ritual with small, meaningful steps, adding more greens to your plate, taking a daily walk to clear your mind, or opening up to your partner about what matters to you. These choices, done with intention, rebuild your energy, strengthen your intimacy, and deepen your connections. They're not about turning back time. They're about making the most of the time you have now, feeling strong and present for the life you're living. Here's my invitation to you: start today. Try this morning formula for a week and pay attention to how you feel. Maybe it's a little more energy, a brighter mood, or a moment of closeness with someone you love. Share your experience in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'm rooting for you. If this video has given you hope or a new idea to try, give it a like to help other men and women find this information. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next conversation, where we'll keep exploring practical, heartfelt ways to stay vital after 60. What's one small step you're ready to take today to feel more like yourself? Tell me in the comments. Your story matters, and it might inspire someone else. Stay healthy, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for being here. You're part of a community that's all about living fully, and I'm honored to share this journey with you. Done.